Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing the Suns offseason predictions. Yeah, the Phoenix Suns, they're in an interesting spot. Well, we had Devin Booker go on an interview and say he's tired of not making the playoffs. I mean, you're on the wrong team if you're tired of not making the playoffs. The Suns right now are just not in the position to really make the playoffs, but can they turn around this offseason? Let's just see what the cap space is looking like. I mean, they have Brandon Knight. Hopefully he comes back. Maybe he's a nice backup point guard. Maybe you can trade him. I don't know. Tyson Chandler, 1 year left in his contract. You got TJ Warren on a nice long-term deal. Not too bad of a contract. Jared Dudley. So you should have almost a lot of cap space after this season, because you get rid of the veterans that you don't need, like Tyson Chandler, Jared Dudley. Those are just contracts you really don't need. And obviously you're going to have to extend Devin Booker. You got to get that done. Elfrid Payton, you can decide whether or not you want to re-sign him, bring him long-term to the Phoenix Suns. It's just a lot the Suns can try to figure out this offseason. So let's go ahead and try to make something happen. Let's predict what I think the Suns will do this offseason. So the Phoenix Suns right now, obviously not a very good team. They've been a lottery team for like the past, I don't know how many seasons, but they've been there for a while. And they're projected the #1 pick. So if we don't get the #1 pick, I will be, or #2 pick. That's not bad either. I am going to trade for the #1 pick, though, because I think the Suns are projected to get the #1 pick. I could be wrong about that, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I think it's either between the Hawks or the Suns, so I'm just going to go ahead and make this trade happen. And who had the Bulls? The Bulls. #1, #2 for the #1 pick. They decline, and let's go ahead and turn the trade overrun back off. And yeah, all right, so guys, I have a big announcement, actually, too. I have the 12th pick as well, the Heat's pick. Oh, that's cool. So they got, well, Heat's not a lottery team this year, but so I'm gonna trade this back to the Heat, actually. Wait, I don't know what the predictions were, but what are they? The Heat probably have like the 22nd pick or something like that. If I don't know, whatever, we'll keep it. 12th pick, whatever. It might not be very important anyway, but it is my birthday tomorrow, so that's cool. And then, you know what? One thing I've noticed about doing these type of rebuilds is you guys seem to really like the, realistic format. And honestly, I think that's something I will go with going forward. I think in the rebuilds going forward, I'm going to be doing a realistic aspect. I think that all my rebuilds going forward are going to be realistic. And if you guys are okay with that, let me know down in the comment section below. I don't want to go out, sign Kevin Durant on every team or something like that. But I do want to bring more realistic videos to you guys, so because it seems like everyone likes when I do realistic rebuilds. They've liked that better, so that's something I'll be looking to do. But of course, with the first move the Suns should do this offseason is, of course, if they have the #1 pick, draft DeAndre Ayton. You can have Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton together. That is a dynamic duo. You do not pass up on that. That is going to be a good duo. DeAndre Ayton looks like the best prospect in this draft. So go ahead and take DeAndre Ayton here with the #1 pick. No, I don't even need to look at these trade offers. We know exactly who we're grabbing. So I absolutely expect the Suns to get DeAndre Ayton if they do have the #1 pick. So let's go ahead and be all right with that pick, because that is a very good pick. That is a step in the right direction. We're just going to simulate to the end. Let the Suns draft number 12, I guess. I mean, I wish 2K Start Today was fixed. It would make everything so much better and make this series a little bit even more realistic, which is what I'm trying to do going forward. Like I said, you guys like that aspect of my rebuild, so I try to keep it realistic. But when Start Today is broken, it kind of messes up the quality of the video. There's not much I can do about it. So that's the crappy part. I definitely think about 2K sometimes. Who would we get with the 12th pick? Yeah. So he's not gonna be he's not gonna be very important. So I guess I'll sign him, but I mean, whatever. So we got DeAndre Ayton. We could be okay with that. Tyler Ulis. Do we accept Alan Williams? I mean, why not? Bring him back. So let's go ahead. Go through this offseason. Qualifying offers Elfrid Payton. I think you go ahead and offer it. Maybe someone offers him 20 mil. You don't match it. Whatever, right? You don't lose much, I guess. All you did was trade a second rounder for Elfrid Payton. So not a huge deal. But let's go ahead and look at this roster. So now we got Devin Booker, TJ Warren, DeAndre Ayton. You got Josh Jackson as well, who could play the 4, honestly, because that's what he used to do in college anyway. But you would like a guy that could shoot threes better than that. He's only on a D, so you would like an ideal guy that could probably stretch the floor a little bit more. So other than that, you really don't. I mean, Jared Dudley, but do you really want to start him? No, not really. He's like 33 years old, so not the best ideal situation. You got Tyler Ulis at the point guard position right now. like I said, you could re-sign. Where's Brandon Knight at? Did he? Oh wait, there he is. I was like, where did Brandon Knight go? Okay, there he is. So yes, Brandon Knight here as well. Tyler Ulis, of course. You got Devin Booker, Troy Daniels here. You got Devon Reed. I don't even know how to say his name. TJ Warren, Josh Jackson, Allen Williams, Marquise Chris, Jared Dudley, Dragon Bender, DeAndre Ayton, Tyson Chandler. So I think there's a lot you can do this offseason, honestly. The Suns have a lot of options because they have a lot of young players they can trade. I think if I'm the Suns, I might try to look at the offers for Dragon Bender out there just to get rid of him. I mean, he hasn't really panned out. He was like the 4th pick in 2016. Hasn't been that great. He really hasn't. So if there's something you give for, what's his name? Dragon Bender. I forgot what his name was for a second. Then you go ahead and do it. So I might try to see what the options are as far as trading some of these players away. Guys, so I actually see something like this absolutely making sense for the Suns and the Bulls to do. Look, so the Suns get rid of Brandon Knight's contract, and Dragon Bender has another option after this year. So he's got 2 years left of his contract. Brandon Knight, obviously 2 years left as well. And the Suns want to get rid of his contract. They get Bobby Portis in return. So Bobby Portis obviously is about to be a free agent for the Chicago Bulls. Do the Bulls really want to extend Bobby Portis for like 20 mil? Like, do they really want to do that? This could be something that could happen at the trade deadline, maybe something like that, or whatever, because you want to get rid of Brandon Knight. I mean, if someone is willing to take him on, maybe a change of scenery will stop his injuries or whatever. Let's see if they'll take this. They do agree, so Bobby Portis is now on the Phoenix Suns, and Dragon Bender gets a change of scenery on the Chicago Bulls. So now we got Bobby Portis, who's a little bit better at shooting threes. So now we have Josh Jackson, Bobby Portis, Allen Williams. So now we have plenty. So we got Tyler Ulis, and yeah, it's just the starting 5 is just going to look a little bit better like that. Tyson Chandler as well. You do want to get rid of him, but of course you can just keep him around. And you got cap holds out here. You don't need Alex Len back. I just don't think there's any point in bringing him back. And then you got 25 million cap space. So what can you do with 25 million cap space? You can honestly get a better point guard. If you can convince a better point guard to come play for you, I mean, why not, right? So let's see what we got. You got Tyler Ulis. You can get Elfrid Payton back, which I think is not ideal. You could try, and maybe if he shaves his hair, he'll be better. But right now, I'm not trying to sign Elfrid Payton back if I'm the Phoenix Suns. I would gonna try first to get a better point guard, and then if that fails, then I'll sign Elfrid Payton back. So let's see what's out there. So we got point guards out here. I guess you could take a chance on Isaiah Thomas if you really wanted to. Bring him back to Phoenix. Rajon Rondo is the next best option. Chris Paul is gone, and yeah, so not much you can do. So Isaiah Thomas is intriguing offer. The Hawks want to give him a long-term deal. The Suns could honestly give him a 1-year deal and see how it goes. I mean, we could do that. I don't think the Suns should give him a long-term deal. I think that'd be kind of crazy, but should we? Let's try it. So let's give him a 1-year deal. What else could we possibly spend it on? Maybe you could go after Jabari Parker if you really wanted to, and maybe they don't match. So instead of getting Bobby Portis, you get Jabari Parker if you can trade Brandon Knight's contract, and maybe the Bucks don't match. Well, let's try that. Let's just offer him a contract. Why not? So let's see what we got. Elfrid Payton is still out there, and Jabari Parker goes back to the Bucks. But Isaiah Thomas, like I said, is still out there. So let's give him 25 for 1 year. Let's see. He's got one contract offer, and it's from the Phoenix Suns. Now, I'm not saying that the Suns might actually go after Isaiah Thomas this offseason, but it is a case where he's on a 1-year deal. I don't know, actually. This is making me think about this because this is supposed to be a prediction video. Do I really think Isaiah Thomas finds himself on the Phoenix Suns on a 1-year deal? I seriously doubt it, so I'm kind of glad we can't sign him. So I'm going to go ahead and decline that, actually. I was thinking that maybe it would make sense, but I'm not sure if that makes a ton of sense. But bringing Elfrid Payton back, I guess, is something you could do. You can get 12 mil, I guess, for 3 years. That's not too bad. It's not a terrible contract. That's still a tradable contract. So Elfrid Payton for 2 years. Hopefully no one's trying to offer him like a ton of money. So, I mean, I guess you get Elfrid Payton back, re-sign him, and then you still have 8 million cap space you could do whatever you want with. But, I mean, ooh, JJ Redick wants a lot of money too. But, so we still have about 19 million cap space, but honestly, just going to go ahead and let it be. I don't think the Suns really need to go after anyone else. They get, like I said, they could do a trade like that. TJ Warren, Elfrid Payton on a long-term contracts, but the contracts are not bad, like I said. Devin Booker is going to get paid, that's for sure. You could pay Bobby Portis if you want, or you could just try him out for 1 year, see what happens. Tyson Chandler will be a free agent. That will be a blessing for the Phoenix Suns. But I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the rotation. So this is the rotation we have at hand. You got Elfrid Payton, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, Bobby Portis, DeAndre Ayton, Josh Jackson, Al Williams, Troy Daniels, and Marquise Chris, and Tyson Chandler down there not getting any minutes, and Tyler Ulis. So that's something I can see happening. You know, Tyson Chandler might not get minutes. Like, he's going to probably ride the bench out, but first scoring option, of course, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. We're basically going to be running this through a Kobe and Shaq kind of role because Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, like it's been said, could be in kind of a next Kobe and Shaq duo. So that would be nice. Of course, I think Devin Booker would want to resign with the Phoenix Suns if they draft DeAndre Ayton and they have a nice season together for the first time. And then, I mean, I don't see why not. So this team actually could push and maybe compete for a playoff spot, but obviously not championship ready, nothing like that. But it is a team that could potentially make the playoffs if they had an offseason like this. But, I mean, are they really going to? I have no idea, but I'm going to go ahead, turn trades off. I don't think I'm going to make any moves at the trade deadline, and let's see how it all